All right, good evening everybody and welcome to this very special Arggo Consulting virtual festive quiz. Yes, this is the last Friday before Christmas and tonight maybe you should have been enjoying your annual Christmas party or maybe getting together with friends or family, and sadly with this being 2020 I don't need to tell you that's not the case this year. So instead of not having any party at all, we're here to try and deliver a bit of festive fun in the form of a quiz. Now my name is Mark, I will be your quizmaster this evening and we're going to take you through 50 fun-paced questions on just about every single subject you can imagine. Now, looks like lots of you are already getting involved with the live chat over here, which is lovely. So we've got Roxana there, and Darius, Chris Kola, Dragos, who else we've got? Claudia, Alexandra, Mihaela, Christina, Yulia. Good evening to all of you. Now, do join in with the chat as we go through the evening. It means that you can chat with your fellow friends, your fellow colleagues, with me, and I can stay in contact with you. Looking over at the game screen, we've got 27 players that are joined in. We know that some of you are playing as teams, some of you are playing as families, which is rather lovely. Now, we will talk you through how the quiz will work. It's very, very straightforward. I promise you, it's not difficult to play at all. The first thing that you need to know is that you should be watching me on your television or your computer screen. And then the second thing is that you should be logging in using a mobile phone or a tablet or a laptop, whatever you've got that's connected to Wi-Fi, and go to myquiz.org 622122. If you can go there, you'll be able to log in and you'll be in the game, just as many of you have done already. I'm sure a few more will join. Right, we do have a few game rules, not too many, but let's take you through them. Okay, so here we are outside. Lucky I've got my sweater on, my Christmas sweater, so it's not too cold. Right, if you get an answer correct on your screen, you will score 100 points. Get it wrong and it's just 0. So you don't lose points, you can only win them or get 0. We give you just 15 seconds to answer, so that's not very long. You have to listen to me or read the question and then answer as quickly as you possibly can. Okay, 15 seconds, it's not that long, is it? Well, we give you 30 seconds between each and every question as well, because you need that quick break just to relax before the next question hits you. And during that 30 seconds, hopefully you'll join in with the live chat. Now, some questions will have multiple correct answers. All this means is that a question will appear, and instead of there being one correct answer, there will be 3. All you've got to do is click on all 3, get them all, you'll get the 100 points. If you get one wrong, the others are worth just 20 or 40. So 20 if you get 1, 40 if you get 2, and 100 points if you get all 3. But that's not the only way that you can get points, because we give a speed bonus. A speed bonus. If you answer nice and quickly, you can get up to 50 points on every single question. And as we have seen with many of these corporate quizzes we've been doing over this Christmas period, the bonus points can really, really matter. Now, you're welcome to take the full 15 seconds and take as long as you like. That's fine, but you'll only get a few bonus points if you get it right. If you get it nice and quick, you will get the full 50. In terms of answering, almost every question is multiple choice, but we also have some questions which we call open-ended. With those questions, a keyboard will appear on your screens, and all you've got to do is input the correct answer. Now, those answers, they're often just one letter or 2 letters or a number, one digit, maybe a year. Do pay attention to what we ask you for. For example, if the answer was Michael Jackson, we might ask you for his initials. So you would put MJ. You wouldn't start typing in M-I-C-H. And you wouldn't do all of that, okay? I've literally just managed to misspell Michael Jackson. I hope nobody noticed that. Anyway, we are playing for fun, but we've got some prizes to give away as well. And this is what we have for our winner tonight. Look, this is perfect. A Christmas gift basket for you, delivered to you, hopefully in time for Christmas. We've got a whole week to get it to you. So if you are in first position tonight, you're going to get a wonderful Christmas hamper. I love this prize, and who wouldn't love this prize? This is from One Beer Later. Some of you might know they make incredible, really nice craft beers, and not only will you get 1 case of beer, you'll get a 3-month subscription, which means 12 bottles of craft beer delivered every month for 3 months, and that's coming to you if you finish in 2nd place tonight. For 3rd place, we're all going to be playing games over the Christmas period because we can't go out too much. So we've got a copy of the deluxe edition of Expedition here. It's pretty cool. It actually works with Android and iOS and web operating systems as well. That looks like a whole bunch of fun. That will be going to whoever finishes in 3rd place. And then we're going to get a little bit random with you. We have got a couple of prizes and we're not going to reveal which positions win these until the end. The positions have already been determined, but we won't reveal them until the end of the quiz. So when we finish the quiz this evening, don't disappear because we will reveal which final positions get these prizes. The first random place prize will be the WTF. I'm not going to tell you what that stands for. I'm sure you understand it. It is an adult board game, as you might gather from the title. That will go to somebody in a certain position, which we will reveal at the end of the quiz. And back to One Beer Later. It's not free, months, but it's still very good. Just 12 bottles of craft beer delivered from One Beer Later to you if you happen to be in this random place as well. Again, this will be revealed at the end of the quiz. And then one more rather lovely prize, and this will be awarded to the top family, the best family playing along this evening. We will get you a family Christmas t-shirt set. Hopefully you'll be able to get some nice photos to share with your colleagues as well. So if you're playing as a family tonight, you can also maybe even win one of the other prizes if you finish in one of the top positions. But as a family, we do have a family prize, a family Christmas t-shirt set. How nice is that? And so we bring you back indoors into our living room here, and here we are on our game screen. Lots of people getting excited with the snow that was outside our window through the magic of the movies. I'm afraid it wasn't real. I only can wish that we lived in a beautiful house like the one we were in earlier. But here we are in our living room now. We've got the fire going just behind us, so I'm going to get a lot warmer as this quiz goes on. Once again, if you haven't yet logged in, we're up to 30 players now, 30 teams, which is wonderful. Right below me, myquiz.org, 622122 is your code. You can go to this QR code right here as well directly and zap on that, and that will take you in. People getting excited about the beer over here, which is good. Hello, Laurencio and Andre. Radu, Dragos, you're all playing along as well. That's good to see. Lots of beer to be won tonight, but lots of other nice prizes as well. So, 50 questions. No breaks, apart from those little 30 seconds in between each question. We will go all the way through. Below me, if you're playing as a team with one device, you will also see the questions right below me on our little Jumbotron screen here. And during the breaks, that will also display the top 3 players at any given point. But your handsets will also tell you personally how well you are doing. So keep an eye on that. I'll give a running commentary on the top 5 or so, just to keep you as excited as possible. A lot of our private corporate quizzes have been going right down to the last couple of questions, so don't give up whatever you do, and remember, definitely don't drop out for any reason, because we have got those 2 prizes and nobody knows which position they're going to be awarded to, so we will find out later on. So then, I think we should get going. So if you could get your handsets ready, your mobile phones or your tablets or whatever it is that you're playing along with, get them in hand, because we are about to start. Good luck to everybody. Make sure you keep chatting to me over here in the live chat. I appreciate that you might get taken up with the game, hopefully, but do keep chatting to me because it's nice to engage with you. Right, if you are ready, I am ready. Let's get you started. And we kick you off. Your first question is on the way. How many of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D? Good luck to you as well, Dragos. So your first question, 1, 3, 5 or 7 are your multiple choice options here. How many of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D? And your time is up. The correct answer is 3. And wow, looks like we've got a bright bunch of quizzes with us tonight. 84.2% of you getting that one right. Dancer, Dasher and Donna are the correct answers there. Nikki Karp into the lead. Andrea is in second. Julia, you sit in third. Sabina in fourth. And Laurencio is in fifth. Now, a couple of players are on the same score just there. If you are on the same score as another player, we separate you by how quickly you answer. Here's question number 2. Which spirit is the basis of a Mai Tai cocktail? So a question for the adults in the room. There will be some questions here that you're going to need the younger people to help with later on. So, which spirit is the basis of a Mai Tai cocktail? And rum is the correct answer, and a massive 43.5% of you getting that one right. You might remember back in the olden days, we used to go to bars and clubs and have cocktails and nice drinks in the evening, unless you're, of course, you're playing and you're a younger player. We will do that again next year, hopefully. Let's have a look here. AK plus A, playing as 2 players. You are in the lead. Andrea in second, Andre in third. We've got Darius in fourth, and Christian sits in fifth. Here is your third question. What is the first letter of the name for this popular Christmas flower? So please enter a one-letter answer using the keyboard on your screen. A one-letter answer to get the points. Now, in my last quiz, nobody got this right, this question, which was very surprising. Let's see. 10% of you managed to get it. You're already 10% better than the guys that played my previous quiz. Well done to you. P for poinsettia, the famous Christmas flower, poinsettia. If you didn't know that's what it's called, you do now. Christian into the lead. Christian Claus. Any relation? I hope so. Andre, you're in second. AK and A sit in third. Andrea, you're in fourth with Darius down to fifth. All still very close though. Here is question number 4. Which of these is essential for the Japanese pastime of ikebana? So if you were doing a little bit of ikebana, what are you using? Paper, teapot, pen or flowers? Let's have a look and see how you've answered here. And it is flowers, and 66.7% of you getting this one right. It is the Japanese art of flower arrangement. It's also known as kado, but most people call it ikebana. And some big points being scored there. Christian got it. He's in the lead from Andre in second. AK and A there in third. Andrea, you're sitting now in fourth. And Darius, that fifth place is still yours. That is your top 5 after 4 questions. Here's question number 5. In which modern-day country was St. Nicholas born in? Was it Turkey, Israel, Portugal or India? So in which modern-day country was St. Nicholas born in? Now, if you're waiting for lots of TV and movie questions, don't worry, we've got you covered. They'll be here soon. The correct answer, with exactly half of you getting this one right, is Turkey. Turkey was your correct answer. And Christian Claus is having a good quiz. He's out in the lead, 613 points. AK and A move back up to second place. Andre, you're in third, just a few points behind second there. Andrea in fourth. And Darius sits in fifth. Prizes for the top 3, plus some random prizes, remember. 5 down, 45 questions to go. Plenty of time to get some points. Which of these people would most likely wear a touche blanche on their head? A touche blanche. A teacher, a chef, a cyclist or a painter? Let's have a look and see how you've done with this one. Chef is the correct answer, and a huge 66.7% of you getting it right. It's one of those big white hat, touche blanche white hat, right? It's a big white hat with the frills at the top, normally worn by chefs in fancy restaurants or hotels usually. Not so much these days, but certainly back in the 70s and 80s they did. Christian still leads the way with AK and A in second. Andre in third. Sabina, you're back in fourth place. Andrea sits in fifth, but Christian looking good at the moment. Number 7. True or false? Discombobulation is the name for anxiety at being unable to obtain information via the internet. Now, we've all suffered with this, but is it a real word or have we made it up? Discombobulation. Is that a real word? It is true. And look at that. Straight down the middle, 50-50. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty cool. True is the correct answer. 50% then getting it right. Christian Claus gets it. AK and A, they sit in second place still. Andre in third. Sabina in fourth and Andrea in fifth. So we've had the same top 5 players for a little bit. Let's see if we can get some more names onto the top 5. And I'll read it out. Here comes question number 8. The kiwi fruit is native to which country? The kiwi fruit is native to which country? Japan, New Zealand, China or Australia are your 4 options. And the answers are flying in, and your time, it is up. Let's see how you've answered this one. And we've caught a few of you out there. Most of you going for New Zealand, 65.2%, but there were 17.4% of you that did not fall into the trap. They're actually Chinese. The Kiwis, or the New Zealanders, took them over there at the early 20th century and decided to rename them. But around the world, they're also known as the Chinese gooseberry. So well done if you got that one. Christian, AK and A, Sabina, Andre and Dumnetsinu? That's a difficult one for me to read. It's quite small. Who wrote the best-selling Christmas song of all time, White Christmas? Dumnetsensiu. Thank you for having such a difficult name for me to pronounce. That's very nice. So who wrote the best-selling Christmas song of all time, White Christmas? Who was it? It was Irving Berlin, and we didn't catch some of you out here. Most of you going for Frank Sinatra or Bing Crosby, who both famously sang the song, but Irving Berlin, who wrote many musicals and many famous songs, was the writer. Our top players get that one right. Christian still leads, AK plus A. You're in second. Sabina in third. Andre, you're sitting in fourth, and I've still got Dumnensiensiu. That is such a difficult word to say for me. Huh. Next question. How many herbs and spices make up the secret blend used for Kentucky Fried Chicken? So KFC. How many herbs and spices? You've probably seen this advert a million times or heard the slogan a million times, but can you remember how many? All right, time's up. Let's have a look over here. Oh, yes, you can. 60.9% knowing that it's 11. And one really cool little bit of trivia about KFC. If you go to their official Twitter page, they only follow 11 people. That's the 5 Spice Girls and 6 random people called Herb that they found on Twitter. It's quite brilliant. Christian is being caught up. Just 3 points behind now is AK plus A. Sabina in third. Dumnetsen in fourth. And Dragos in fifth. I'm only joking. Here's your next question. According to the Bible, select the names of the 3 wise men that visited the baby Jesus. So, click on 3 answers, guys. 3. To get all the points. Quick, quick, quick. Don't let your time run out. Ooh, that's a close one. A couple of you maybe not quick enough there. We were looking for Melchior, Babar and Balthazar. Not Casper, not Jeremiah. Well done if you got all 3 of those. That was tricky. And I tell you what, AK plus A got them and they've got into the lead. Christian, though, got a couple right. He's in second. Sabina in third. Dumnetsensiu. Every time I have to say that, it's going to be tough, isn't it? Dumni. You're Dumni from now on. I hope that's okay. And Dragos sits in 5th. Dumni. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Okay, next question, number 12. With which country would you associate the Christmas witch, La Befana? Spain, Portugal, France or Italy? So the live chat has gone very quiet as you all concentrate, but do feel free to stay in touch. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Claudia. Just like that. Okay, the correct answer here is Italy. Now, she actually comes out on the eve of Epiphany, which is January the 5th, but she's very much associated in Italy with Christmas, specifically Father Christmas himself, as you can see from that very weird-looking postcard. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Santa's face there, but there you go. Christian, back into the lead. AK plus A drops to second. Sabina is in third. Dumni, you've got fourth, and Dragos is in fifth. A very close quiz at the moment. Here is your next question. This is number 13. Which of these words refers to the twinkling of stars, oscillation, scintillation, titillation, or vacillation? So a grammar question, but it's quite Christmassy, isn't it? Because the shining stars represented, of course, by the shining lights on our tree. And the correct answer is scintillation. 68.2 of you getting that right. That's good. Those of you that went for titillation, maybe a friend will tell you what titillation means after the quiz. Christian still leads, but only a slender lead over AK and A. Sabina in third. We've got Andre up to fourth. Dumni, as I now am calling you, you're in fifth. So a bit of a change over here, but we have got a very close quiz between the top 2 at the moment. Let's see if anyone can catch up. Number 14. Look at the image there. Who's this jumping over a chair during a 1994 TV interview? So you can't quite see this guy's face, but can you work out who it is? All right, time is up. Now, this was really cool, this interview. At the end, he claimed that he could do it, and so the interviewer asked him to, and it was Bill Gates. 63.6% of you getting it, and it's really impressive. It's not easy to jump over a chair. He barely took a run up, and he was wearing slacks, dodgy trousers, and really bad shoes for jumping. Still managed it. Christian starts to build a lead again, out in front with AK and A in second. Sabina is catching up. Andre is now in fourth, and Dumni, you're sitting there in fifth. Next question, number 15. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents is the opening line to which novel? So, a literature question for you. Something's tickled Laurentiu. Are you okay, Laurentiu? Something's funny. Is it Bill Gates jumping over a chair? I find it funny. Little Women is the correct answer. 47.6% of you by Louisa May Alcott, of course, released in 2 volumes back in 1868 and 1869 and recently made into a movie just a year or 2 ago, wasn't it? Was it last year or this year? Who knows? I can't remember what year it is at the moment. Christian still leads, AK and A. You're in second, Sabina in third, Andre in fourth and Dumney in fifth. All those players, you're all past 1,000 points. It would be nice to get some more players into this top 5. Keep going. Here's your next question. What is the name of the world's smallest species of penguin? What is the name of the world's smallest species of penguin? Now, animal question. Tough one. And it's a very unimaginative name for this penguin as well. It's simply called the little penguin. It does have subspecies, including the Australian little and the little blue. But yeah, they just called it the little penguin. Only 4.3% of you getting that one right. So if you did, well done. Christian builds his lead over AK and A in second, Sabina in third, Andre and Dumney as they were before. All right, here is question number 17. Have a look at the image and whose autograph can you see? Is it Tom Hardy or Tom Hanks? So 2 very well known and very well respected actors. I love them both. Particularly like Tom Hardy. I'm a big fan of his. Really like him in Peaky Blinders. He was great in Dunkirk as well. Batman, of course. Tom Hanks is the correct answer, and 87.5% of you getting that one right. That's rather impressive. Christian still building his lead. It's now Sabina that's gone into second place, though. AK and A, you've dropped to third, but remember, top 3 get prizes, so that's a good place to still be. Andre sits in fourth, and Dumney, you're there in fifth. Yeah, Madalena, Tom Hardy's one of those guys, every girl wants to date him and every man wants to be him. You know, he is pretty cool. Next question. First seen in the film Space Jam. What is the name of Bugs Bunny's girlfriend? Lucy, Bridget, Lola or Barbara? So Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. And your time, it is up. I have to be honest, it feels like this character, Lola Bunny, has been around for a lot longer, but she was created specifically for the film Space Jam because there were no girls in the movie. So they decided, firstly, Bugs needs a girlfriend, and secondly, there should be a female character in this film. So, Lola, 75% of you getting it. Nobody believing her name was Barbara Bunny. Shame. Christian leads, Sabina, AK and A, Andre and Dumney, still that top 5 there. 18 questions down. Here comes question number 19. True or false, Santa Claus was number 1 on the Forbes Fictional 15 list of the richest fictional characters until they stopped producing the list in 2013. Essentially, was Santa Claus always the richest fictional character? Yes or no? Now, if we'd have asked this question back in 2006, the answer, it would have been true. But, of course, many children wrote to Forbes and pointed out that he can't be on the fictional list because he is real, and Forbes agreed, and from 2007 he never appeared on the fictional list again because he's real. So 50% of you are disbelievers. Thankfully, 50% of you still believe. Christian got that one right, and look at the lead he has. Sabina sits in second. Here's question 20. What's the name of this 2002 album by the Foo Fighters? So, a music question for you. Christian has built a mighty lead here. Clearly a very, very good quizzer. 1 by 1 is the correct answer here. That was a tricky one, unless you're a big fan of the band. 33.3% of you getting it right. Christian appears to be a fan of the Foo Fighters. He gets it, but Sabina gets it as well. So he's not completely run off with this win yet. Sabina's still in second. Dumney has moved up to third. AK&A moved down to fourth. And Darius back into fifth. Now, we have seen massive leads in these quizzes evaporate depending on which questions come up. So don't give up. Christian hasn't won yet. Here's your next question. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? So Home Alone, have you watched it yet this Christmas season? If you haven't yet, you're bound to watch it at some point, I'm sure, before next Friday. Maybe you'll even watch it on Friday. This answer will tell us how many people have seen it recently. Quite a lot, I think, is the answer here. 75% of you knowing they were heading off to Paris. I love this question. When I've asked this before, nobody ever thinks they're going to Madrid. Not even when people guess. Christian has passed 2,000 points. Sabina got that one right as well. She's in second. Dumni, as we are calling you, you're sitting in third. AKNA in fourth. And Darius in fifth. Top 3 players will get a prize. Here comes your next question, number 22. What type of animal is a chinchilla? Very cute. Could be an answer, but it's not. They are exceptionally cute animals, make great pets, if you have the room for them. But what type of animal is a chinchilla? Time is up. They are rodents, believe it or not. Looking at them, I would say they look kind of marsupial as well, but they are indeed rodents. And with that question, Christian gets one wrong and Sabina gets one right, and so does Dumni. So they've closed the gap, just like that. But Christian leads, Sabina, Dumni, AKNA, and Andre. Andre back into the top 5. You're sitting in 5th place. 22 questions down, still 28 to go. There's so many points available. Here comes question number 23. The world's best-selling newspaper is published in which language? English, Chinese, Hindi, or Japanese? All right, your time is ticking down. Let's have a look and see how you've answered here. And this is pleasing because we did a quiz earlier and over 100 players, every single one of them got it wrong. It is Japanese, 4.2%. Yomiuri Shimbun is the publication, published twice a day, and 13.5 million copies in circulation every day. Quite a huge newspaper. So well done to the 4.2% that got it right. None of our top players did, so we have the same top 5. But if you got it right, you have just caught up. Yeah, Andre, he's Dumni from now on. Who plays the title character in The Mandalorian? Dumni is such a lovely name. Quizmaster's prerogative, I guess you could say. So have you been watching The Mandalorian? I haven't seen the final episode. I've heard it's absolutely epic. I can't wait to watch it. If you haven't been watching The Mandalorian, go back and watch it from the start. It's great to binge watch, even if you're not a Star Wars fan. And if you're not, why not? That doesn't make sense. Christian gets that one right. Leads. Dumni has moved up to second. Sabina in third. We've got AKNA still in fourth. And Mikey! Mikey, welcome to the game, Mikey. You're up into 5th place. And you're on my leaderboard on my screen over here. Here is your halfway question. This is number 25. What 3 words are used to describe the Grinch in the classic children's book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Select 3 answers, guys. Maybe you've seen the movie. Maybe you've got a copy of the book. How is he described? 3 answers for all the points. So we were looking for stank, stink, and stunk. Stonk and stank were incorrect. So well done if you got all 3. That was a tricky one. Christian holds on to his lead at the halfway point. Dumni is in 2nd place. Sabina just in behind on 1,800 points. And now AKNA very close to the 3rd place again. Mikey, having come into the top 5, he's still there, 1,713 points. So that is your halfway point. Here's number 26, true or false. Barbie dolls have belly buttons. So quite simply, if you went and bought a Barbie doll from the store today, would she have a belly button? Barbie dolls have belly buttons. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, 62.5% of you knowing your Barbie dolls. It is true, but again, if we'd have asked this question 20 years ago, it would have been false because they were added in the year 2000. They also changed her body shape, quite rightly, because it was a quite bizarre body shape that she had, and they added that belly button. So well done if you managed to work that one out. Christian starts to build his lead again. Dumni sits in 2nd. AKNA fighting back and into the prize places. You're up to 3rd. Mikey is up to 4th, and Sabina 5th. How many ghosts visit Scrooge in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? Please enter a 1-digit answer using your keyboard. 1-digit answer to get the points. Excuse me. And the correct answer is 4. Lots of people may have put 3 because you're thinking of past, present and future, those ghosts. But of course he gets visited by his business partner Jacob Marley first. So there are 4 in total, and our top player did get that, and Christian is starting to build his lead again. Everybody wants Dumney to win. Why not? They're going to call him Dumney, or her, Dumney, from forever from now on. Christian, Dumney, AKNA, Mikey and Sabina. That's your top 5. Number 28. Who was the first character to speak in the first ever episode of Friends? 5 options for you. So the first character to speak in the first ever episode of Friends. Who was it? Maybe you binge watched a lot of Friends over the course of lockdown. I know that I certainly saw a few episodes. And look, you guys do know your Friends. 39.1% getting this one right. It's a tricky question. The very first line is by Monica. There's nothing to tell. He's just some guy I work with. Those of you that went for Rachel, she doesn't appear in the scene until quite a way through. She comes running into Central Perk wearing her wedding dress. Christian, AKNA, Dumney, Mikey, Sabina, AKNA back into second. Next question. What was significant about the way Neil Papworth wished Merry Christmas to Richard Jarvis in 1992? A technological first? It's one of the answers on your screen. Is this one tricky? Let's find out. It was the first ever text message. It was sent by the engineer Neil Papworth using his computer to the then Vodafone director Richard Jarvis. And what a wonderful first message to send. It could have been something like, is this thing working or whatever? But no, he went for Merry Christmas. The rest is history. So, Christian has not got that one right, allowing Dumney to catch up a little bit. Big fan club for him over here. AKNA down to 3rd. Mikey 4th. Sabina in 5th. Next question. Who played the British Prime Minister in the film Love Actually? Now, all 4 of these actors are in the movie, as you can see from the movie poster on your screen. But which one of them was the British Prime Minister? Tough question. And it is Hugh Grant. More than half of you getting this one, 52%. All of the others, as I say, are in the movie. Rowan Atkinson, you might recall, who plays Mr. Bean. He was a department store worker, I think a jewellery worker or something like that. Christian gets that one wrong as well. And Dumney, who I'm told wants the beer, is moving on up. AKNA, they've caught up a little bit as well. Mikey and Sabina, 4th and 5th. It's got close again, 20 questions to go. Here's 31. What size of paper measures 297mm by 420mm? That is 16.5 by 11.7 inches. You have to quickly sort of do that, right? Measure it, roughly. Time is up. And it is A3. Look at that. When you've only got 15 seconds to answer, it does become quite tough. And you are straight down the middle between A3 and A4. But 37.5% of you got that one right. And I tell you, we have got a bit of a 2-horse race now. Christian and Dumney in that order, but it's getting closer. AKNA still in 3rd, but Mikey is catching you up. Sabina sits in 5th. She's approaching that 2,000 point mark. Lorenzo, we all want beer. That 2nd place prize is a great prize. They're all great prizes. What is the name of the giant snow monster that guards Elsa's palace in Frozen? Come on, kids. If you've got kids playing along, if you've got your sons or daughters playing with you, they will know this one. Now, I can honestly say I have never had to watch Frozen, but I have promised my twin nieces that when I go back next week to see them, that we will watch it. I can't wait. Marshmallow is the correct answer, and the majority of you getting it, 37.5%, recognising Marshmallow is the big ice monster. Christian is being caught up. Dumney is just clawing him in with every question. AKNA, they sit in 3rd, but Mikey is still on their tail. And Dragos now into the top 5. Can he make some moves? Still 18 questions to go. Which toy has won the prestigious Toy of the Year award for both 2019 and 2020? Again, if you've got kids, maybe they've asked Santa to get these gifts for them. Fingerlings, LOL Surprise, Hatchimals or Funko Pop? I think Funko Pops, kids like them, but they're very much aimed at adults a little bit. But LOL Surprise is the correct answer. Toy of the Year, 2 years in a row. 56% of you getting that one right. Christian gets it right and holds on to the lead, but Dumni, I tell you, Dumni is catching up. AK and A, they're still in third. Mikey's still in fourth. Andre now comes into the fifth position. Everybody trying to get into that top three. Next question coming up. Which pop singer grew up on a Christmas tree farm? Which pop singer grew up on a Christmas tree farm? Of course, if you're not sure, just take a guess. You can't lose any points. You can only win them. Right, time is up, and the correct answer is Taylor Swift, and we know this. We know this because in 2019 she released a song called Christmas Tree Farm, which was all about her experience of growing up on a farm surrounded by Christmas trees. So there you go, 68% of you managing to get that one, and Christian builds a little bit more of a lead again. Dumley stays in second. Andre has moved into the prize position in third. AK and A drop back just by 20 points. They're off the prize spot. Dragos is in fifth. How many times has Simona Halep represented Romania at an Olympic Games? Darius knows his Tay-Tay. I nearly accidentally put 2 Taylor Swift questions in. I apologise. Maybe you'd have liked that. Just the one tonight. Just the once. 32% of you getting that one right. If you counted back, you might have included Brazil, but she only played in London in 2012 because she skipped Brazil because of the Zika virus. Do you remember that when we were all worried about that? Seems like nothing now, doesn't it? She should have been at her second games this year, but she will be the flag bearer when it returns in 2021 in Tokyo. Christian leads. Dumni, AK&A, Andre and Dragos is your top 5. Which Romanian city is on your screens now? Have a look at that picture. Bucharest, Timișoara, Albiulia or Sibiu? So Christian starting to build his lead again. What is it? Nearly 250 or so points with Dumni in second. Time is up. We were looking for Timișoara and a massive 84% of you getting that one right. Well done. I think it's quite recognisable. Even in I tried to choose a picture that was a bit more difficult, but maybe it wasn't that bad. Christian goes through 3,000 points now. Dumni in second. AK and A in third. Andre has dropped down to fourth. Dragos in fifth. Super close for these prize spots. 14 questions remain. Here's your next one. Where were Frank Borman, James Lovell and William Anders when they appeared on Christmas Eve on television in 1968? So where were they? They were on TV on Christmas Eve in 1968. And there's a bit of a clue in the picture if you look carefully. They were in orbit, 30.4% of you getting that one right. You can see the moon and one of them gazing up. And also James Lovell, otherwise known as Jim Lovell. You may remember Tom Hanks, Apollo 13. Same guy. Okay, 30.4% then, getting that one right. Christian got it and Dumni did not, meaning Christian has started to build a big lead again. Dumni is being caught by AK and A, who is in turn being caught by Darius and Andre. Certainly close for the prize spots. Here's number 38. What was introduced into the game of basketball 21 years after the game was invented? So 21 years before they introduced which of those options? And your time is up, and the correct answer here is C, a hole in the bottom of each basket. And only 12.5% of you getting that one right. Up until that point, every single team had to employ a man with a ladder. And that man would have to climb up every time the ball went in and get the ball out and hand it back, and they would carry on. Until one day, after 21 years, somebody said this game would be a lot quicker if we put a hole in the bottom of each basket, and the rest is history. There you go. Christian still leads the way, and here comes question number 39. In the song Jingle Bells, how many horses pulled the sleigh? Please enter a one-digit answer. Just a one-digit answer. So a number, not letters. And your time is up. Just 12% of you getting this one right, but you're going to kick yourselves. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One horse pulls it. Christian got that wrong. Dumni starts to close the gap again. AK and A in third. Dragos in fourth. Darius You're there in fifth. Is the small d deliberate at the front, Darius? Darius? Shall I call you Darius? Why not? That's what it says. Next question, number 40. On Christmas Day 2000, which country established a brand new national anthem? Moldova, Russia, Poland or Hungary? It's a bit of a history question for you. Moldova, Russia, Poland, Hungary. And your time is up. Russia is the correct answer. And again, just 13% of you getting that one right, which really has allowed some players to catch up. Not too much changing over with the top 5. And with 10 questions to go, you're going to need Christian to get 1 or 2 wrong here. He still leads. Dumny in second, AKNA, then Dragos, and then Darius sitting in 5th. Top 3 players get prizes, and they have pulled away ever so slightly here. But still lots of questions to come. Which of these songs by Roxette appeared on the soundtrack for the 1990 film Pretty Woman? So this is a very popular film as well, not necessarily a Christmas film. But we wanted to put at least one movie question in that wasn't related to Christmas. And your time is up. It Must Have Been Love is the correct answer. 52% getting that one right. And it looks like a lot of our top players finally got some points there. Christian. 3,294 points with Dumny in second, 2,910. AKNA still hold on to the third spot with Dragos, their closest competitor. He's on 2,504. And then we go back to Mikey in 5th place, 2,349. Question 42. Which country is credited with starting the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? So which country is credited with starting the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Tricky history question here. And the correct answer is Germany. And actually, lots of you getting this one right. 41.7%, but 50% of you went for the Netherlands. So well done if you chose the Germans there. Christian gets it wrong and Dumny gets it right. And it's getting close again. AKNA sits in 3rd. Dragos, 4th place. Andre in 5th. So there I was saying that Christian has run away with this. But look, it's starting to get close again. He's got a couple wrong in the last few questions. Here's number 43. From which country does Paddington Bear come from? Now, have you seen the movie? Maybe you watched the show when you were a kid, or maybe read the books. Kids, you can help here. Which country does Paddington Bear come from? And your time is up. The correct answer is Peru, and 36% getting that one right. The friendly bear from darkest Peru. Just when you think that Christian is being reeled in, he gets and heads off again. Look, he's got that one right and Dumny got it wrong. AKNA got it wrong, and that's allowed Dragos to catch up ever so slightly. And remember, top 3 with these prizes, and with 7 questions to go, anybody could still get into the top 3. Andre is in 5th. Next question. According to Mariah Carey, how long did it take her and songwriter Walter Afanasieff to write the classic All I Want for Christmas Is You? How long did they take to write that damn song that we hear all day, every day at Christmas? Time's up. 15 minutes is the correct answer, and a huge 64% of you getting that one right. Probably the most profitable 15 minutes in pop writing history. And Christian didn't get it, and neither did Dumny. So they didn't get it, and have allowed other players to catch up. AKNA, 3rd place. Andre in 4th. Dragos is in 5th. We've still got 6 questions to go. Still loads of points available. Next question. What is the name of the magical toy maker in the Nutcracker? So what is the name of the magical toy maker in the Nutcracker? I think this is a tricky one, you know. Let's have a look. Drosselmeyer is the correct answer. 24% of you getting that one right. Now, the majority of you have gone 32% here for Gargamel. And I think you'll kick yourselves when you know that Gargamel is the bad guy from the Smurfs. Christian didn't get it. Dumny closes the gap again. Can they catch up? AKNA in 3rd. Andre in 4th. Dragos is in 5th. Mihai, just a couple of questions to go and you will be able to get that drink. Next one. In November 2020, what song became the most watched YouTube video in history with more than 7 billion views? 7 billion views. And your time is up. Let's see what you've gone for here, guys. Now, all of them are huge YouTube watched videos, but it's Baby Shark Dance by Pink Frong. Oh, you poor people. If you've had to listen to this with your kids playing it over and over, I feel for you. My nieces love it, and oh, what a song. Anyway, well done if you got that. Christian didn't get it. Still allowing players to catch up here. Dumney sits in second, but Andre has taken third spot. AK&A into fourth. Dragos in fifth. Andre is now in line for a prize. Here's your next question. What present did Harry Potter receive for his first Christmas at Hogwarts? What present did Harry Potter receive for his first Christmas at Hogwarts? Maybe you've read the books, or you can ask the kids right now. I think the picture kind of helps a little bit, doesn't it? Invisibility cloak is the correct answer. 64% getting that, and Christian gets it wrong, and Dumney gets it right. Oh, can he catch up? I don't know. Just 3 questions remain. Andre still in third place. He could still get a prize. You know, he's looking good for it. Can AK&A or Dragos catch up and get back into the top 3? 3 questions remain and 3 prizes up for grabs. Christian leads the way. Here's number 48. What is the name of this cartoon character on your screens? First seen in 1979. Choose carefully. Choose carefully. Madalena, no quiz is complete without a Harry Potter quiz question, so we had to drop one in there. Let's have a look. Oh, we caught some of you out here. 84% of you have gone for Garfield, but look again, he's not orange. That's Nermal, his arch enemy, who has big eyelashes and is grey. He's grey. Christian, great question for you. That might be enough to win you this quiz. Dumney is in second. Andre is still in third. AK&A is in fourth. And Darius is in fifth. And 2 to go. Here's number 49. What is the name of the title character in the film Elf? Oh, this is one of my favourite Christmas movies. I can't wait to rewatch this with the kids. Such a good film. It's a film that grown-ups can put up with, I think. It's the best way of putting it. Dragos, yeah, lots of people getting the wrong cat there. We were looking for Buddy. 44% of you knowing that one. So let's have a look. Yeah, I think Christian is going to win this, but who's going to get into the final prize places? We've got Dumney in second. Andre could still take second from him. Darius has moved up to fourth, and AK&A is in fifth. We've only got 1 question to come, and it will have multiple answers. Get them all right for all of the points. This will be question 50 out of 50, and good luck, everybody. Here we go. Select 3 countries that the River Danube passes through. Your 5 options are on the screen. And time is up. We were looking for Romania, Moldova and Croatia, because it goes Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania. It does pass through Moldova and it ends up in Ukraine before heading out to sea. Well done if you got it. And we're going to say a big fat well done with a tremendous score of 3,610 points to Christian Claus. It's rather lovely that you have got a Christmassy sounding name. And I tell you what, for your efforts, let's say 3, 2, 1... There's some magic Christmas sprinkles for you. Christian Claus is your winner of the Arggo Consulting Virtual Festive Quiz. Dumney, as you will now be known, you are in second place, and you held on to that second place. Very well deserved. You were in the lead for a little bit there, but you ended up in second. Now, Andre, you left it late, but you did get the third spot, pushing Darius down to fourth. Actually, he moved up to fourth, and it was AK&A who for so long were in the top 3. So unlucky. You've dropped down to fifth, just a little bit out the prizes. Never mind. Let's have a look at the rest of your top 10. So we had Dragos in 6th, and then Attilia was in 7th. Mikey, you finished in 8th position. Nikki Karp, we saw you right at the top at the start, but you still finished in 9th. Very well done. Madalena Stan, you came in 10th position. Let's quickly remind you of the prizes that we are giving away. So first, to our winner, Christian Claus, you will get yourself a gift basket all ready for Christmas. Lots of goodies in there. I'm sure you will enjoy that. Now, there was talk on the feed that Dumney was trying to win the beer. And that is exactly what they have won. Dumney, I hope I haven't given you a nickname that people will use and you will hate me for. I think it's a rather sweet name. We're going to call you Dumney, and we're going to send you a 3-month subscription for one beer later, which means that every month for the next 3 months, 12 bottles of craft beer will arrive on your doorstep. Well done to you. Andre, with that incredible run right at the end, you just sneaked into the top 3, and we will arrange for the deluxe edition of Expedition, this brilliant game, to come out to you. Hopefully you'll get to enjoy that over the Christmas period. Now, we do have a couple more prizes to give away. We do have this to give away. The first one, random place, is for the WTF adult board game. Now, a lot of you decided to play as team, so I'm not entirely sure if we have reached this number, but I can reveal that the number finished position would have been number 52. 52 would have been the random place for this. Now, I know for a fact that this will be allocated to another player if we didn't have 52 players, because as I say, it looks like a lot of you decided to play as teams instead of playing as individuals. That's absolutely fine. Somebody will still receive this prize. But let's have a look at the next random prize, because it is more beer from one beer later. A whole case of beer coming out to you. Now, you know what position you finished in. This is the random place that we will give the 12 bottles of craft beer to. Position 25. Well done if it's you. Maybe let us know in the feed that you finished in place 25. We will have the full game report as well to look at, and we can have a look and see who was in that 25th position. But if it was you, you've won the beer. And here we are back in our other room, back in our snowy backdrop, and let's have a look over here. So everybody wants to go around to Dumney's now to enjoy the beer. Yes, so Claudia, we want to know who was 25th. Anyone want to admit to being in 25th place, because you have one beer. As I say, it's really not a problem, because I will send the guys over at Arggo the full game report in about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, something like that. Anybody else want to claim a prize? It's absolutely fine. Don't worry, we'll find out who it was. So, listen, I do hope this has gone just a small way to entertaining you and making you feel like you are with your colleagues and your friends and your family on this evening. It would have been so much nicer for you and for all companies to be able to have their normal office parties. It's something that everybody looks forward to at the end of the year, and sadly 2020 just hasn't been the year for us, has it? But look, thank you so much for inviting me to come and do this quiz with you. It's been an absolute pleasure. You are my final quiz of Friday, and it's been really nice, because I do know a few of you guys down at Arggo. It's been nice to have you on my final Friday quiz. So I've been Mark, your quiz master. Whatever you do for the rest of the year, 2 things. Make sure you have a really safe and wonderful Christmas, and of course an even better New Year. We'll see you again in 2021.